me, bro. Ooh, baby, I like it, boy. Yeah, baby, I like it, boy. Ooh, baby, I like it, boy. Yeah, baby, I like it, boy.
Good morning, ladies and gentlemen. Good evening, good afternoon, or good night. This is I Like It Raw, your WWE Monday Night Raw review show and more, because we also do other shit, talk about other stuff. All right, so I'm going to get out of the way. Here in the United States of America, we have this thing called allergy season, and it has finally come into fruition. It's kicking my ass a little bit, so I'm gonna be sneezing a lot. I might have to do a sneeze button, and then that's the gimmick. But anyway, it would suck if I was by myself, but I'm not. Because, ladies and gentlemen, I am joined by my brother from down under, the one and the only Jimmy T from the PWC. Good morning, Jimmy. How are you? How's allergy season there in Australia? Is it no? What is it? Summer still, right? Winter?
It is autumn here right now, as a matter of fact.
What?
But it's getting cold for once, so I'm happy, man, because this month alone, it's been hot, it's been cold, and yeah, it's kind of still allergy season, but we're getting out of it right now. I feel bad for you, though, my brother.
What does cold sound like? Like, what does cold look like in Australia? Like, what do you consider cold?
Cold here is like 17 degrees Celsius, which would be roughly around 40 degrees, 40 something Fahrenheit.
It gets that cold over there, huh?
If you want to call it that cold, but yeah.
I mean, that's pretty cold.
Yeah, it's cold. I mean, cold.
What is it, 17?
Look,
17 degrees
17
Celsius? Hold on.
I'll look it up to be precise, man.
Hey, Siri, what is 17 degrees Celsius in Fahrenheit?
That would be 62.6 degrees Fahrenheit.
You are so far off, brother.
I was way off.
So then what's winter? Like, what's the coldest it gets? The coldest?
No shit, man. 10 degrees Celsius?
No. All right. Hey, Siri, what is 10 degrees Celsius in Fahrenheit? And she doesn't give a fuck. She literally just ignored me.
If 17 is 60 something, I would say it's 40 something or 40.
That's the coldest it gets. And how long does that last? A long time?
Not really, man. I feel like it's starting to become sort of 2 seasons here, man. Like the last few years, it's been no shit hot and sort of cold, if you want to call it that. But it's mainly hot, man.
That's what we get.
Sick of it.
It happens to us too. That's what happens to us here now. Like especially in New York, it just goes from like really cold to like kind of cold to then just fucking hot out of the blue. So
yeah, I hate that, dude. Weird. I can't stand that. It is weird. So maybe global warming is a thing.
Oh, stop it.
Right? Maybe it is a thing after all.
Fake news. Let me just
I agree with you. Just quiet.
Get a little bigger in the pants here. All right, that way I want to be the same size as you in the pants. Anyway, so you can see I have allergy eyes right now. I got some bags under my eyes. It's fine. I don't give a fuck. I don't have to impress anybody except my wife and maybe my kid. But hey, really quickly, I just wanted to say hello to everybody in the chat. We got Michael Vasquez, Frank Picklebar, Saint Vicious, Chris Winland. Let me see. Oh, we have the real RBV, Richard Bronson Vickery, who's in the house. We have Kenny Effin Powers. Ooh, yeah, Kenny Effin Powers. Who else we got here? We got Scotty Woodford. Did I say Scotty Woodford already? I probably did. Who knows? And of course, you're here, and I'm here, and we're all here. And boy, we have some news to talk about today. I guess I don't know. It's not really important shit, but we'll figure it out. Good times. Hey, did you watch NXT Rebellion?
You mean
not Rebellion?
TNA Rebellion? No, but I've heard bits and pieces about it. I was contemplating, though. I was actually contemplating it.
Did you hear about that spot?
Yes.
With the kid? What was the kid's name? The wrestler that did the spot?
I forgot his name, but fucking everyone that was meant to protect him, go fuck yourselves.
Okay.
That's all I'm saying.
We'll kick off the news gimmick with that. But yeah, Kenny Powers is like Siri, no selling Big Ray. Well, wouldn't be the first. My wife did it this morning. Speaking of my wife, let me just make sure that she's not dead somewhere in New York City. Believe it or not, I usually, let me see. Oh, she got to work. Okay. All right. So with that being said, ladies and gentlemen, well, we just I don't know.
Oh, and by the way, Ray, I can give you the official thing about Melbourne weather. So in Melbourne during winter, between June and August, average temperatures range from 6.5 to 14.2, which is 43.7 Fahrenheit to 57.6 Fahrenheit. That's practically the average for our winters, by the way.
And that's it.
That's it. And that's not even that cold when you really think about it.
It's not. I feel like I'm missing something here. Wait a second. Usually there's a tab. Oh, here it is. Oh, is that where it is? Oh yeah, there it goes. All right, very good. Yeah. So pro wrestling news, folks. Hi. I swear, I don't mind allergies that bad. I don't even mind the itchy eyes. It's that the consistent runny nose.
I hate that.
That you can't do anything about, and I can't keep just hitting the button. You know what I'm saying? Every time I go, you know, it's just so get used to hearing. Just saying. Anyway, got a bunch of news here. So again, I don't know if you guys saw what happened in TNA Rebellion this past week, but what was the kid's name again? Do you remember?
I don't remember.
Chat,
Someone
do you know?
chat.
Do you know what the kid's name is? Collins here. God damn it.
All I can tell you, sir, is that he's gay. Gay.
Anywho, I gotta find out what the hell the name of the kid is. Anybody?
I'll find that if you want.
Jesus, please, for the love of God, for the love of Jesus on a cross, can you please tell me what the fuck the guy's name is? Anyway, Leon Slater.
Oh, that's.
I already found out. Forget about it. So a couple of people chimed in about this, and you haven't seen it. I'm gonna show the tweet, and in the tweet, within the tweet, in a very small window, you'll be able to see the spot. And I'm not gonna play the audio here because you know how you're like, hey, they're not gonna strike us, and every single time we play like a little bit of audio, they hit us with something. So with that being said, let me just show you here. So apparently Ricky Morton was hot. Ricky Morton's still alive?
He was on Dynamite actually this past week.
Come on, stop it. Dynamite, they're still alive?
They are still alive, and and the Rock and Roll Express is still around.
I can't believe this guy's hold on. I can't believe they're still fucking wrestling.
Bro, they're in their 70s and they still take bumps. They took pole drivers on Dynamite, bro.
Why? They were old. They were old in when they went to Raw that one time,
in
like in 19.
You're talking about
97. How many years ago is 97, Jimmy?
Oh, well, 27 years ago.
Yeah, they were old then. So this is crazy to me. But true, whatever.
So again, us then at the time. Funny enough.
So let's see what Ricky Morton has to say, because I'm not gonna hold on. There it is.
Bless you, my child.
All right. So Ricky Morton got hot, and Moose got hot. A bunch of people got hot. Let's see what it says here. So, this is the spot here. I don't know if you guys can see it. The kid's gonna go to the top of the cage, right? Now, as you can see here, he does a swanton. Oh God. Oh, top dollar, holla, holla. Moose were right there. I mean, geez. Let's take one more look at this this spot here. And while you're taking a look at the spot, I'm going to read Ricky Morton's tweet. Ricky Morton says, and I quote, I'm disappointed. Leon gave you his trust and body on the line for an amazing moment, and all of you dropped him. He said that with a capital. He says, thank God he walked away. In our business, trust is everything, and his trust may never be the same. Well, after this, Moose apparently gets really hot, and Moose goes on a Twitter like a whole Twitter gimmick here. He's all over the place. He just let me just share this here. So he starts off by saying, everyone who wants to chime in their opinions on Leon's dive, shut the fuck up. He continues only a couple of hours later. He says, fans who have never stepped into the ring, let alone burn a single calorie or done anything active, want to chime in on Leon's dive. Old and current wrestlers also want to chime in. I guess he's talking about Ricky Morton. In Leon's dive, like they have never messed up or made a mistake. Everyone just zip it. Finally, he says, Trevor gets it. Love this bald fucker. And then I guess Ricochet was fucking putting over a person who jumped off the high stuff and not being caught 100 times. We know, shut the fuck up. Nobody cares about what he has to say. And then he just continues. He doesn't shut the fuck up about this whole thing. But who am I to tell Moose what to do? Jimmy, do you blame the two biggest guys in TNA, Top Dollar, Holla Holla, and Moose for dropping this kid? I mean, listen, I can't really. I wish the vet was here, because you and I both can't like really comment.
I know what you're saying. You're right.
You know what I'm saying? But
I'm sure the vet is listening, by the way.
Well, here's the thing. Like, as soon as I saw that, I hit him up. I think it was on Instagram or Twitter. I was like, should have caught him. Like, I questioned him because I mean, somebody should have caught the kid. But the kid came out. Look, he took a front bump, landed, I guess, as safe as he possibly could without anybody catching him. I don't know, man. Your thoughts on this whole situation, Jimmy?
First of all, even if Vet disagrees with me over this one or disagrees with us, I'm sorry, but fuck you, Moose. All right, and fuck yous all.
I swear, I thought you were going to say "fuck you, Vet." I was like, you can't.
No.
You can't do that, Jimmy. All right, go ahead.
I'm not going to do that. Of course, I'm not going to do that. I love the Vet. Why would I do that? But in all truth, I mean, in all honesty, there was a bunch of guys, man. How many was there? At least 6, 7 of them. Like, come on, man.
I don't know. It's probably like half the roster.
I understand that spot is kind of silly. All right, it is way up there. I get it. Right, everyone's at fault. Right, but god damn it, man, make that fucking move a little safer for the guy at least, because I'm sure that was planned. I'm sure they all knew that was going to happen, and if they did know, then there's no excuse.
That's a fun. I don't know. I should be reading all the other comments, but I like this one. It says, "Dude flew like a squirrel." That's from Frank's Pickleborough. It was pretty funny. I'm sorry.
That is funny, but no. But in all honesty, man, it's not just Moose's fault. It's not just Top Dollar's fault. It's all their fault for fucking shitting themselves as he was on his way down. They essentially shit themselves. That's why they didn't get him. You know what I mean? They didn't protect him. So yeah.
Can you imagine
some balls?
Can you imagine if one of the War Raiders were coming down from the top of that cage?
Oh nah, I wouldn't even. Nah, if that was one of the War Raiders, I would have been like, I'm not doing that spot. Fuck
I'm just saying, brother. All right. Well, I mean, thank God the kid is fine. I guess, right? He's safe, I guess.
But look, it's all their faults, and RBV brings up a great point. Why do people
bring it up on the screen if you don't mind? Can you pop it up on the screen? You can't. Okay, let me see. It says, here you go. What do you say there?
Yeah. Why do people need to be there catching him? Why do the spot blame it on the agent? Right. But that's my point. They all knew he was going to do it anyway.
Well, I mean, it's a pay-per-view, though.
You protect him, right? But that doesn't mean let's die basically doing it.
I'm okay if it's like a paper. All right, I understand what you're saying. I'm okay if it's like a pay-per-view and they do a big spot like that. Is it this? Did that spot even end? Like, was it towards the end?
I have no idea, man. To be honest with you, but
I don't know, man.
I was thinking of watching it. No shit, because Brandon sent me a link for the watch-along.
Oh, okay.
And I contemplated watching it, but then I thought,
he's like, I want to sleep.
Yeah, that's exactly what.
That's exactly. I knew it.
Exactly.
You're a weak man, Jimmy. You and your sleep. Who needs sleep?
Spot on.
Oh God. Let's see what we got here, Jimmy. Let's see if we got some news. I don't know what the boys covered yesterday on the Monday locker room, but we'll just jump into some stuff. We have a whole bunch of shit here. It says, okay. Oh, apparently, Alexa Bliss, they're booking her to be the leader of the Wyatt Six. Your thoughts?
Really? Is that what the?
Yeah, I heard. I didn't just hear that from them. I've from PW Insider. I also heard it from multiple sources. I think it was yesterday or the day before. Pretty much all week or weekend that that's what they're doing. They're gonna make her the head honcha, I guess.
Can we just kill this already?
No, it's the greatest faction of all time. 4 Horsemen. Tuh.
Exactly.
Yeah.
No, really, just kill this already. If they do that, it's just going to be even worse. I mean, come on. Yeah, exactly, Scotty. I would have done that too.
You know how Samoa Joe does the gimmick where he just walks away?
I love that, dude.
I love that.
That is one of the best things ever, man.
It is. All right. Well, I
100%.
mean, I'm not a big fan of having her lead the faction. I don't know, man. I think they're gonna do what Vet always says they do. They're gonna try a little bit of everything. And a big shout out to Scott Woodford for the $1.99 super chat. He says Samoa Joe would have walked away from the spot. Well, yeah,
Had to.
absolutely, he would have walked away from the spot. And for that $1.99, he'll probably get himself a cup of coffee while he's walking away. And
Thank you, Scotty.
thank
Much
you,
love,
Scott,
man.
from the bottom of the cockles of my heart. All right. So with that being said, all right, I don't. Like I said, Vet usually says that they're gonna try everything, then they'll.
I'm surprised he hasn't chimed in yet. I mean, is he waking up late? What's going on?
I
Vet,
get
where are
worried,
you, man?
I get worried about him sometimes. You know,
I'll text him. I'll text him the exact thing. He'll get his answer right now.
he's probably a Sacramento Kings fan, so he's probably very disappointed.
You know he hates the Kings.
Yeah, I know. All right, WrestleVotes notes that Karrion Kross is expected to get extended opportunities on television, which is long overdue. I know, Jimmy, that you hate Karrion Kross.
There he is, by the way.
Oh, finally! Thank God. What?
Ask him.
What do you want? Well, I was asking Vet. Can I ask you? I'm not going to talk about it tomorrow. So right now, can you tell us, like, you watched Rebellion, obviously. Whose fault is it? Is it anyone's fault? Is it just some shit that happens in wrestling? Like your opinion really matters. Get it, Opinion Haver? And don't forget, at the end of the show, guys and gals, head over to @OpinionHaver on Twitch to see him play $2 Tuesdays. It's video games. So, people like video games and people like the Vet. The Vet doesn't like anybody. So let's see what happens there. So I want to hear what the Vet has to say. But while he's doing that, Karrion Kross. Now, Jimmy has gone on record saying that not only that he could kick Karrion Kross's ass in real life, but he says he hates Karrion Kross. But I love Karrion Kross. I have been a fan. I've reported on him. I've interviewed him. I've talked to him. He's a member of the Hamin Media Group, believe it or not.
He is.
And it's the real Karrion Kross. And I love what the guy's been doing, man. Again, he is doing what Mark Jindrak should have did years ago, when they gave him that gimmick where he's kind of the manipulator, the backstage devil. I love it. I'm so happy for him. You don't have to fucking be Ric Flair in the ring or fuck Ric Flair, Dean Malenko or anything to get over. He's getting over with that character. Jimmy, your thoughts, man? Every time he gets on screen, I notice that he's getting a big pop.
FYI, I do not hate Karrion Kross, first of all.
Oh, I just,
all right,
I just
stop
threw it out
saying
there.
that, man.
You look
God
like
damn
the type of guy that will want to fight Karrion Kross. I think you.
No, thanks.
Oh, okay. You see him break those bats and shit with his.
Dude, he's
you see him online?
Right?
How he breaks legs. Anyway, it doesn't matter. Just all right. So why do you hate Karrion Kross again?
Oh, I'm glad that Vet said what he said. By the way.
All right. So here he goes. While we contemplate Jimmy like getting his ass absolutely kicked by Karrion Kross, at Opinion Haver, the Vet says Leon's dive. Yeah, Moose and Cardona flinched. Plain and simple. It wasn't Cardona. I think it was Top Dollar Holla Holla, but I mean I guess Cardona was there as well. So
RBV.
All right. So Rich, by the way, RBV, I'm offended by that. That hurts my feelings, and Jesus will have a special place in hell for you. I'm not even gonna put that up. So there you go. How you like that? How you like them apples?
Jesus.
Yeah, exactly. He's gonna be like, "Oh, you want to make fun of me?" You'll see. You'll see.
No, but back to Karrion Kross.
Yeah,
Thank
you
Zed,
hate
for
him. You're
saying
gonna
that,
kick his
by the
ass.
way.
You're gonna kick his ass. You said, right?
I'm not going to kick his ass, but I do like what he's doing. But I feel like they need to go. Can we go all in with this by this point? I feel like it's always a preview with him, man. We're always previewing.
What do you mean go all in? What more do you want from the guy?
This is Zane. What do I want?
Okay, go.
He's saying that Killer Cross will dog walk Jimmy.
Oh God! Hey, Kaz, can you please clip this and send this directly to Karrion Kross and tell him that I love him, like not like in a weird way, not like his wife, but like I love him as a brother. But Jimmy said he'll kick his ass. I don't think so.
No, do not do that.
Send
I've
that to
spoken
him.
to Killer Cross too, and he's very approachable.
He's a very good. He's a good dude, man. But anyway, anywho,
absolutely. But in saying that, I just feel like, can we get more depth to this?
All right, so what more do you want? Like he only has a certain amount of time.
Give me some vignettes, proper vignettes. Give me some mic time in the ring. How about, he explains himself a bit more? We don't get that shit, dude.
Yeah, I know.
And I don't like that. Like, what is this? Like, what? And it's not his fault. It's not his fault. You know what I mean? It is, I guess, Triple H's fault. Give him the chance. Let him run with the ball, man. Give him the damn ball and let him run with it. And if he screws it up, then it's on him.
I would genuinely just let him produce his own vignettes, because what he does on social media is some of the best shit I've seen in years.
I agree. Especially that promo he did just after Mania, wasn't it?
Yeah. Allegedly.
Yeah. Well, man, give me more of that.
I like that. I want to see more of Karrion Kross, and I'm digging what he's doing. But for what it's worth, apparently Baron Corbin told Busted Open Radio that Gable Stevenson rubbed some people the wrong way backstage during his time in NXT. I don't care.
Yeah, he's gone anyway. Who cares?
Doesn't matter. According to PW Insider, TNA is planning to hold Bound for Glory on Sunday, October 12th, 2025, though they haven't confirmed the location yet. I'm going to guess it's somewhere in Canada. I don't know. They should do it in Canada. When's the last time they've been to England, to the UK?
Recently, dude. They were there a couple weeks ago.
I don't know.
They were there for Raw and SmackDown.
All I know is Trick Williams showed up and all bent them. Shit happened.
Yeah.
So.
No, they're always going to London, bro. They're going to London pretty frequently, man.
They have I like their crowd there, except for the chanting and the.
Well, they're the OGs when it comes to the soccer chants. You know what I mean?
Oh my God, the Americans are doing this shit now.
I know. I hate that, and I knew that was going to happen. I hate to say it, but
fuck.
it's
Cody,
monkey do, bro.
Cody Rhodes, Roman,
you know what's funny?
Roman Reigns.
The Americans wouldn't even know where that comes from. I know where that comes from, that chant.
Copycats.
Dude, it's from a song called Daddy Cool. Look it up, and you'll know exactly what I'm talking about the second you hear it.
The artist says, and it was the issue with the Cross promo. What was it saying here?
What was it saying?
I can't read this.
And what was the issue with the Cross promo? If they're going to feed Logan Paul to Jey Uso so quick, I thought Cross was supposed to be rectifier.
He is. No. Cross is there to stir the pot. He's there to stir. By the way, have you seen the new Karrion Kross? I'm not even putting it. Oh, he's not. Have you seen the new Karrion Kross T-shirt? I love it.
I don't think I have.
It's just a hand, right, with strings on it, holding up like this cool puppet. It just looks. It looks so dope. I'll show it to y'all. I'll show it to y'all off air, but it's pretty dope. But yeah, man. Let me see. What do you got here? What did let's talk to the chat here. It says Kenny F Empowers. He says worst is the Roman Reigns. Let me see. Stop chanting with the assholes. Hold on, I'm gonna sneeze.
Oh, bless you.
God, sorry. He says that's why I can't read this. I can barely see it. Stop the chanting assholes. Nothing but cheap. Shows why it's so easy to lock. Yeah, it's true. Lockdown. He's going into politics. I'm not gonna do that. I'm trying to stay away from that.
Kenny motherfucking Powers.
But I agree with you, Kenny. Not a big fan of the soccer chants, but it is what it is. What are you gonna do?
Personally, me, Ray, I don't know what the big deal is, especially towards American fans that they say, oh, they're taking over, blah blah blah. I get it, but at the same time, let them cheer, man. Let them chant whatever the fuck they want. Big deal.
I know, but like, how would you feel, Jimmy, if your little girl, let's say you guys had a daughter, right? And your little girl's
Right.
on the play, and while your daughter is like doing her Romeo, whatever the fuck she's doing, like her play thing, somebody's chanting Roman Reigns, Roman. You know, they're not really showing respect to the
Yeah, the one thing I don't like, don't copy, guys and girls. Just fucking do your own thing. Don't copy. That's all I'm saying.
yeah. I mean, you know,
Leave it to the Europeans for that shit.
yeah, peons. Anyway,
The peons, yeah.
so TNA, they haven't confirmed the location yet. They also will be more live episodes of Impact in July, September, and October. So how do you feel about that, Jimmy? You excited about
Good for
TNA?
them. Not
for
really, but good for them.
So check this out. You know, this show is free here on YouTube, but if you want to pay for wrestling news, you go to Fightful Select, apparently, and they say that TNA has already started talking to Ace Austin about a new deal, and they hopefully will be able to sign him again. Now, I have always liked Ace Austin a lot. Your thoughts on TNA signing Ace Austin and, I don't know, maybe making him one of the pillars of the company? What do you
Good
think?
for him, man. Doesn't he have that card gimmick?
Yeah. This is
Isn't he like Gambit or whatever it was?
sure.
Yeah, I remember when GGP faced him. Actually, they
Why
had a
does
little
it,
feud.
why isn't he? He should like. You ever get a paper cut from a playing card? It hurt.
No, but I have had paper cuts in the past. But yeah, not a good feeling.
That would be his. That should be his gimmick. Like he just
Should be.
throws in your eyeball. Anyway,
Yeah.
says Lucha Blog noted that Billy Starks missed the CMLL show on Sunday because it appeared she was hurt in the match in the previous night. I don't know who Billy Starks is. Do you know who that is?
Hey, I do know who Billy Starks is, but I guess that sucks for her.
It does suck for her. It does.
only
Speaking of,
young.
huh?
She's only like 18, 19, maybe 20 now at this point.
You think so?
No, she's young, yeah.
Oh, good for her.
20 years old, I believe. 20 at least.
All right, we got a bunch of news here. Let me see. PW Insider. You have to pay for that too. I don't know.
Yeah, you do if you want the real news.
Well,
Yeah.
guess what? We're gonna give it to you for free. It says there's word going around. Oh, there's word, Jimmy. There's word going around. So
We love that.
There's word going around. I'm gonna say it quietly. Within the WWE, that the next week will be a big one for Liv Morgan.
Huge.
They later clarified. It appears that she took time off, and let me see. It says that the time off that she took on Raw is indeed for a film. She's apparently has a major. Is that true? Liv Morgan is going to be doing porn.
Yes, she said, no, not
What?
quite, but she
Oh.
did say it on Raw, as a matter of fact, that she will be taking time off due to her filming movies. I don't know what movies or movie that is, but good for her, man. She's earned it for sure.
I heard. You know, there's their new Batman projects.
There is. I don't know. I didn't
There's
know.
a bunch of new Batman. I heard she's gonna be playing. What's her name? Joker's girl.
Catwoman? Oh, should be. I think Alexa Bliss will be the perfect one to play that, though. But I wouldn't hate on Liv Morgan playing that role either.
What's the name of the character?
I forgot, but I know who you're talking
What's
about.
Joker's his girlfriend's name? I don't know.
The girl with the
Yeah, with the bat.
details on the sides.
Yeah.
The
Anyway,
blondie. Whatever.
I'm sure that it'll pop up in the chat. Anyway, a report on Harley. Yes, Harley Quinn.
Thank you,
Damn, how do I? What is wrong with us today?
Man, I always
a rep-
forget shit, man.
The artist. Thank you, my friend. A report on PW Insider's elite pay
That's the
site
pay.
says. Oh, here we go, Jimmy.
Yeah.
Come on, you ready? Hit the
I'm ready.
hit it, Jimmy. Hit it.
There we go.
Yeet. All right, there we go. This is a free. We pay for it, so you don't have to. It says that Roxanne, Perez, and Julia are being called up to the main roster and will continue appearing on Raw. So, finally, we get Roxanne Perez. We'll talk about Roxanne Perez here, who I think between you and me, Jimmy, and everybody in the chat and everybody else who watches this video, I think she had a great showing on Monday Night Raw. We'll talk about that. I was afraid. Yeah, I'll talk about it during the review. You have to wait and see. But Julia, man, she was already ready.
Oh,
Her, Stephanie
long
Vaquero.
time ago.
We've said this before. Yes, I know. Yes, Fat. Look at her. Look at her. She is finally on the main roster, and I am sad that I'm not going to be watching her on NXT anymore. But I get to see her on Raw, so I'm pretty excited. Hopefully, she stays on Raw. So I'm looking forward to it. We'll talk more about it during the review of the show. But we continue here. The London, what is it? The Office of London Mayor Sadiq Khan, okay, released a report on the economic impact of recent major sporting events in the city, which says the mayor remains committed to making London WrestleMania's first international destination. Jimmy,
I don't know if I like that, man.
Jimmy, we're going to London, Jimmy. We're going to London.
Happen?
Ben Hamin is going to pay you and I to go there. Front row seats, by the way. Nothing less.
Hey, I'm down.
But you have to buy the chicken tendies. That's okay. What do you think there, brother?
Look, we've discussed this before, actually, Ray. Funny enough.
What?
What he said. But anyway, look, man, that's cool for London, I guess, if it's going to happen. But whether they realize it or not, they got to pay a shit ton of money. Like, I know I mean a shit ton. And when I say that, I'm meaning, think about it, man. If for them to have WrestleMania at a time where the US audience specifically has to tune in live at like 2 a.m., that's going to be a lot more than any US city have to pay. Put it that way. So if they've got the money, by all means, go for it. But you better have a lot of it.
If they do WrestleMania in the UK, and I guess their start time would be 7 p.m., what time would it be here?
Like 2 a.m. your time, 1 a.m., 2 a.m. That's a bad time, bro. It's better off if they did it in Australia, for example, because the times wouldn't be as bad, for example.
If it's 7 p, what time is it there now? And what day is it? Yeah, is it Wednesday?
Now, it's Wednesday because it's just after midnight, so it's 12:32 a.m. my time on a Wednesday.
It's still early over there.
Yeah, no, I love this. Perfect time for me, bro.
Not bad. Oh, perfect.
Yeah.
Still perfect for you.
Perfect.
You motherfucker. I got no sleep last night, but neither here nor there. But I love it. I wouldn't be here if I didn't. Trust me, guys. But okay. I mean, we'll see. Hey, Jerome. Jerome's in the house, motherfucker. What's up, Jerome? Sonic the Hedge Rat. I just want to give a quick shout out to some of the people that jumped in late. Sonic the Hedge Rat. Who else we got here that jumped in late? Anybody else I missed? Where we know Colin's Gay, and of course the vet.
Frank, I said 12 a.m., not 2 a.m.
12, Jim. 12. Anyway. All right. So, okay. So it is what it is there. We'll see what happens moving forward. As per Fightful Select, another, Jimmy, hit the button, another paid gimmick. Yeet. All right. Indy Hartwell was one of the international wrestlers they reported would be signing with TNA a couple of weeks ago. The site says TNA and Hartwell have been talking for about a month, and that she signed around the time of the initial report. So if you guys don't know, yes, Indy Hartwell, formerly of NXT, WWE, she was in The Way, married to Dexter Lumis, apparently still. They never got a divorce. She's with TNA now. It's so funny because I think, if I'm correct, Vet, you can correct me on this, but I mentioned that that's where she's gonna do well, more or less. I'm sorry, I didn't see her as a WWE superstar. And I was never a big fan. I didn't hate the girl, but never a big fan of hers. But I think she'll do a really good job in a bigger fish, I guess, in a small pondish. But yeah, Jimmy, I heard, well, from what I understand, you are a huge Indy Hartwell fan, and that you run her fan website. Jimmy, tell me, how's this? Is she going to be a great addition to TNA Impact Wrestling?
Yeah, why not? I mean, she's not that good,
right?
Unfortunately,
Yeah.
I'm sorry.
Hey, she's your Australian sister, isn't she?
Right, exactly.
Yeah, she's a fellow Aussie. Yeah,
she's my Aussie sister, right? Hey, she's Chilean, like Stephanie Vaquia, believe it or not, as in background.
Are you serious?
Yeah, bro.
I didn't know that.
Oh, now you know. There. Oh, no shit. She really is, man. You look her up, you'll
No
find out for
fucking
yourself.
way.
She's Chilean background, but anyway, look at you guys choose a mark for America. Apparently, I dress up like Americans do, even more than Americans dress. I've always dressed like this. Goddamn it. Anyway,
Funny. I love Reebok, by the way. I love their sneakers.
yeah, I've got pumps, bro. I love the pumps, man. I collect.
You
them.
have
But anyway,
Reebok pumps?
Oh, here's my everyday pair.
Bullshit. You have Reebok pumps. Show me.
Look, but these are thrash though.
Oh
dude,
my!
but-
Put them close to the camera, just so it doesn't matter if they're thrash. I haven't seen a pair of Reebok pumps in years. Can you please pump them but put it next to the mic so we can hear it? Shh, let's be
Wait,
quiet. Come on.
I'll do it. While I do that though,
ASMR. It's ASMR. Jimmy is gonna. Good. What are you gonna do, Jimmy?
wait. Tell me if you can hear this now.
Shh. Okay.
Oh, you couldn't hear it, man.
Come on, go for it.
I gotta
man.
pump them
What are you
more.
doing?
While I do that,
You gotta
let's just
pump it
keep
on the
going
mic. God
because I
damn
gotta-
it!
So you can hear it. I need to pump that shit, dude. Literally.
I wanted to hear the pumpage.
You will.
Anyway,
you will.
neither here nor
don't
there.
You,
All right, so
you'll
while
hear it.
Jimmy is pumping, AEW Grand Slam Mexico officially sold out Arena Mexico, according to insiders. Now, here's the kicker. Apparently, the Mexican people thought that it was just a fiesta. They have no idea there's going to be wrestling there. So they're expecting tacos, music, and beer, but they're going to get some shitty wrestling. Jimmy, I think you've all pumped up. What do you got for us?
Yeah. Let's go.
Oh, heard
See
it.
that?
Very cool.
Yeah.
Pause. Yes, I will
Anyway.
pause. Pause.
He loves that word. Good for them, dude. I'm surprised that it sold out as quick as it did. One.
Why?
I guess
It's one of the greatest wrestling organizations ever. Oh.
the greatest. Really good for them. It looks good, but how popular is AEW even in Mexico? Does anyone know? Are they shown in Mexico live every week?
Wrestling has more than one royal fan base.
Promotion?
Fan base.
I guess.
Bro, Mexicans love wrestling.
I know that, of course.
You know that, right? So it's
absolutely.
like, if they're gonna get a chance to see like a major wrestling organization there, they're gonna take it, bro. So
Is it going
for
to
them.
be broadcast live to all of us as well? I assume it will be, right?
Well, here's the kicker. I wouldn't care because I don't watch this shit anymore.
Yeah, well, good for you, Ray, because
I really
the vet have to.
I really haven't watched a full episode of TNA Impact. I mean TNA, AEW Dynamite or anything like that. I haven't watched it, probably in maybe 3 years, maybe longer.
You haven't missed out on much, bro. Unfortunately. And you know what the thing
I
is? I
remember-
want to like it, bro. I want to like it, man. I really do, man.
We all do.
I hate
We
hating
all
on
do.
it.
We all do. But I mean, I never forget. I was about 3 years ago. I was sitting down on the couch and there was nothing on TV. So my wife would change the channel. She goes, "Oh, look, wrestling's on," and she's like, and literally we're watching it for like 5 minutes. She says, "What is this crap?" And it was during a scissor. It was during like the scissor me daddy
my
shit. And
God.
she's like, "This is what you like?" I'm like, "I do not like this." So yeah. But okay. So this is like this whole thing. There's this video going around where Hulk Hogan and Eric Bischoff
Oh God.
they're here to reunite and slice and dice the world of professional wrestling, brother. But there's a third man, and
You know who that third man is?
who's the third man? Well, I think it's a
fucking
podcast.
Thompson. Yeah.
Oh,
Conrad
God, no.
Thompson will be
Why?
the third man.
Oh
He'll
no,
be the fourth man too. Maybe the fifth as well, if you get my drift.
Oh God, I mean, I thought I smelled like what was the leftovers of a KFC bucket, but are they really doing this?
Oh, did they say a world class athlete, Kenny? Okay.
did.
Who could possibly be a world class athlete?
Shit, Brock Lesnar,
It's definitely not Brock. I
don't know,
thought it was Mabel.
Chad Ochocinco.
Ah, man, I don't know. If this is a podcast, I'm still thinking it's Conrad.
Brutus Beefcake. Oh, it could be Mark Henry. What about Mark Henry?
Oh, definitely not Mark Henry.
No, but he's what busted open. He's not gonna do that shit.
Plus, he hates
Waste of
Hogan.
stuff. Yeah, he does hate Hogan. Can you imagine them Hogan just calling him the N-word and this guy calling him a cracker the whole time?
That'd be a riveting podcast.
I don't know, man. Let me see what it says here. Yeah, I don't
The news
care.
has been slow, really, Ray, this week. To be
Bro,
fair,
we just talked news for 40 minutes, so I think
I
it's
know,
not
but
that
they've
slow.
been all sort of. I could be fucking RBV might hit the nail on the head. Actually,
What do you mean?
could
What do
it
you
be
say?
Rodzilla?
Oh, Dennis Rodman. Well, that would be the shits.
That'd be cool. I'm down for that.
Yeah, that'd be the shits. I listen. I'm gonna be honest with you guys. If I gave more of a shit, I couldn't. So neither here nor there. So listen, ladies and gentlemen, it's about that time. Jimmy, is there anything else you want to talk about? It could be anything. We could spend the next 5 minutes talking about anything you want. Before we jump into Monday Night Raw, we're going to be reviewing Monday Night Raw, April 28th, 2025. And again, I want to tell you guys to head over to Opinion Haver at Opinion Haver on Twitch. That's his video game channel where he streams live gaming almost every day, right? Almost every day. What happened? What did I miss?
3 times a week, as far as I know.
All right, and then 7 days, so it's about I don't know, 35.
Friday will be his next
40,
one. After
40%
that.
of the week. Okay, well, hopefully. Nick Patrick, Matt Riddle. People are saying Bad Boy David Flair. That would be a great one.
Jesus Christ, hell no.
Okay, well, what do you got, Jimmy? Any news in the gaming world or?
Nah, not quite. But nah, not really. I mean, I guess I would ask you one thing, I guess, and you've already kind of spoken about it with Vet. But how do you feel about the Rock Triple H dealio?
I don't
Is it all
care.
the work?
I don't. People want to know so much. Just fucking. I'm like, I don't care. Like, I enjoy the ride. Like, whether it's a work, it's a shoot. If they hate each other, they don't hate each other. These guys are making millions of dollars. I'm enjoying the product right now, so I could care less, Jimmy, my friend, whether these guys hate each other. You know how many people I've worked with in my lifetime that I absolutely hated, but I work with them and
Got to do what you got to do, man. You got to keep it professional.
exactly. So I don't know. You know, Jimmy has problems with being professional. I heard you get into fights all the time at work. Is that correct?
Always, bro. Hey, I have before, you know.
I know, me too.
I didn't get fired for it, but I actually have. Like, I'm talking about a proper fist fight, man.
Yeah.
But that's only because of my dad, though, at the time.
I shoved a full human being into a locker out of anger. Yeah, my job one time. This is in
Did the
2000.
bosses find out and shit?
Yeah, my boss was pissed off. I was gonna get suspended, but it was this guy. He was just a bitter asshole. He'd been there for a long time, and he I'm a kung fu guy, and I'm gonna shut the fuck up already. And I got up and I just, bro, I got up,
right there.
I grabbed him by his stupid, dirty, smelly shirt, and I kept shoving him. Bang! It wasn't just one shove. It was like bang, bang. And he was a tall guy too. So that the back of his head was hitting the top of the line. It was awesome. Mike said, "What the fuck is going on?" My boss comes in, "What the fuck is going on here? Raymond, get to my office. Patrick, get out of the fucking locker."
It is cold-blooded.
Where is he? Is he here?
Came in now. Yeah, he's there.
Yo, check this out, Cold-Blooded. Whenever I had to do this, so whenever Cold-Blooded, makes something funny, and listen, I try to do a little like we got a what's his name, aka Chuckles. He gets where is it? Where's his gimmick here? Oh no, did I lose it? He gets
Yes, boy!
right when Colin,
For Chris.
All I can tell you, sir, is that he's gay.
And I'm gonna try to start doing sound bites for most of our regular chatters, but I got this one.
That was cold-blooded!
That's grouse.
I like that, motherfuckers.
I think
Anyway,
that one for cold-blooded.
God, ladies and gentlemen, it's time for Monday Night Raw. All right, we got Monday Night Raw. Hold on, let me put this up a little bit. There you go. That's good. Monday Night Raw, ladies and gentlemen. April 12th. What is it? Royalty-free metal, apparently.
Yeah, pal.
I'll take that, bro. Let me see. Let me pump it up a little bit here. Oh, yeah.
That was the old Uncaged theme, funny enough.
Was it?
Yeah.
Oh, I like
still
it.
use it anyway to this. I like it too.
I'm gonna use this for our Raw intros moving
Yeah,
forward. Fuck
absolutely.
that.
Why not? Yeah.
Shit.
It's
Anyway.
very raw.
All right, ladies and gentlemen, Monday Night Raw comes to us April 28th, 2025 from the T-Mobile Center in Kansas City, Missouri, featuring all the latest builds to the upcoming Backlash pay-per-view. Jimmy, I know you are a huge fan of Backlash. Are you excited for this pay-per-view coming as I fade this out? Nice.
I don't know, bro. Not really.
Backlash.
It's a bit rushed. A backlash.
Mm.
It's kind of rushed, dude. And does it feel really like a backlash? Like when I say that, like what does McAfee and Gunther have to do with backlash? Isn't it supposed to be the backlash of WrestleMania?
What was the backlash of Gunther fucking choking him out?
Yeah, on Raw, not from WrestleMania. But anyway.
Well, they're not specific. It doesn't say. Remember when they tried to do WrestleMania Backlash?
That was so stupid.
Now it's just Backlash.
Right. It should just be backlash anyway.
Well, that's what it is, Jimmy. What do you want from me?
Well, that's true. Shut up, Zane. Seriously.
What is
God.
that? Anyway,
God, you always want to get acknowledged. When we don't acknowledge him, and
I'm gonna acknowledge him. It says Jimmy likes Backlash from D.
Yeah, I love it. I love it a lot.
Oh God.
But anyway, yeah, I'm not that hyped for it, man. But I'm sure it's going to be a decent show because WWE always managed to do a decent PLE every time. To be fair, I'm actually looking forward to more to when Worlds Collide.
Oh yeah, that's gonna be interesting. AAA versus NXT.
Yeah, and WWE.
That's gonna be fun. Vikingos.
Obviously, with the Rhea stuff is where they're leading to with that. I'm just saying.
The Rhea.
Yeah, I think that's where it's going. Possibly, maybe I'm wrong.
Maybe, but you could be right too. Just like most of the dirt sheets.
Right. It's all about it's a guessing game for everybody.
Like what I always tell you about the news. Every news story is just a rumor when it comes to professional wrestling. Anyway, let's jump into this, man. So we got a recap of last week's segment with Bron Breakker, so on and so forth. Oh, by the way, Nick Aldis is filling in for Adam Pearce. Why wasn't Adam Pearce on today? Do you know why?
I have no idea, man. I wanted to look that up too. I don't know why. Maybe
you can find out.
Sick.
See, you can find out while I break down the
I'll find out.
quick. Yeah. So Adam Pearce wasn't there today. Yesterday, and Nick Aldis filled in for him. But anyway, we get a recap of the whole Bron Breakker, Paul Heyman, Seth Rollins segment. The newly united. See, what is they called? The United Trio. Okay. So all right. Blah, 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 blah. Anyway. Let me see where we are here. So how does this show kick off? Let me see. Seth Rollins, what happened?
Apparently due to doctor's orders.
Oh.
Yeah. But he doesn't exactly specify what that is. But apparently due to doctor's orders, whatever that reason is.
Okay. All right. That's no bueno.
Yeah.
But okay, well, Godspeed, man. Hopefully he's okay. It's nothing. Maybe it's a stress thing, or who knows what it is. We can only assume. Hopefully it's nothing bad. So God bless him, man. Hopefully he's okay. I like Adam Pearce.
Sure.
All right, so we kick off the show with a little montage, like I said. Anyway, we get Sami Zayn, who comes to the ring, and he asks if anybody, hey, did you catch WrestleMania? And he starts cutting a promo. And Seth Rollins, all right, so let's just break this down. Seth Rollins has a conversation with Sami Zayn, okay? Because Seth Rollins loves Sami Zayn. Sami Zayn's a brother to him, a friend to him, so on and so forth. And long story short, if you guys did not watch this, he says, look, man, this is Seth Rollins. He goes, listen. He tells Sami Zayn that if he's not with Seth Rollins, he's against him. And, excuse me, the cool kicker is that Sami Zayn has an out. He worked it out, Seth Rollins and Paul Heyman, to be more clear, that if Sami Zayn chooses to leave Monday Night Raw and get traded to SmackDown, not only will he not be in danger, because Bron Breakker's just standing there with the fucking, with one hell of a tan, almost looking red like the devil, standing there watching him. He's not only will he not be in danger, Jimmy, but as soon as he gets traded to SmackDown, Sami Zayn would become the number one contender if whoever wins the fight, the wrestling match between Cody Rhodes and John Cena, immediately put into the main event of whatever next pay-per-view show or whatever it may be. So, needless to say, Sami Zayn has a lot to think about. Jimmy, your thoughts on not only the segment, but the psychology of the segment and how it played out throughout the night. And we're gonna revisit this a bunch of times. But did you like this?
The psychology was stupid, to be honest. When it comes to this,
sorry.
No, I don't.
You know what that was, Jimmy?
What's that?
That was cold-blooded.
Sorry.
That was very cold. But really, I mean, I don't care. I just didn't care about this. Why are we going here? I thought, we'll maybe going towards a Sami Zayn, Jey Uso thing, but I guess not. I just felt this was just dumb, stupid, and pointless, and I don't care. And it's bad for Sami because Sami's just going to get buried anyway if they have a feud. So, yeah, no, I don't like it.
Okay. Well, maybe you like it as the night progresses, but I'll tell you something I did like, Jimmy.
Okay.
I'm going to tell you something I love.
There is one thing I do like about this segment, though.
Oh, shit. Go ahead. Go for it.
The way Heyman was petting, when he was calling him a little dog.
Yeah, he was rubbing his stomach.
Yeah.
The fans popped, by the way. They got it.
That was brilliant. Those little touches that Heyman does, and if you pay attention to him, absolutely got me, popped to me for that. That was the only thing I liked about it.
I'm going to tell you something. I've never thought anyone ever came close to Bobby the Brain Heenan as the greatest manager of all time. But damn, I mean, Paul Heyman might be there now. I mean,
he's good, man.
He's not good. He's
great.
He may be the GOAT. Like, I know people, it's sacrilegious to say because everybody puts Bobby Heenan on this pedestal, which he well earned, and I always said he was the greatest of all time, but I'm starting to kind of man, is Paul Heyman the greatest manager of all time?
Well, look, to be fair, maybe you're thinking that because there's no one else to compare him with right now. When you really,
I'm comparing him to previous managers, Slick,
I know you are,
Jimmy Hart, Captain Lou Albano, fucking the Grand Wizard. I can go on and on. Gary Hart. I can go. Yeah, that's right. Yeah, I know my shit. Arnold Skolin. How you like that? How you like them apples, asshole? I can compare him because I was always a big fan of the manager in wrestling. And to be honest with you, if I couldn't have been a wrestler, I might have wanted to be a manager. I think I would have made a good manager to a wrestler. I could have been a good talker for a wrestler, but neither here nor there. Like the professor, he wants to be a referee. Not everybody's dream is to wrestle. I'm just saying.
Did he really want to be a referee? For real?
Yeah. Yeah.
He could have done it. He
can still fucking do it now.
Yeah, absolutely.
Anyway,
I agree.
that's his dream, to put on the zebras. Anyway,
I actually never knew that.
But anyway, so you didn't like the segment, but there is something that I loved, and it was this match that we got. We got Rhea Ripley versus Roxanne Perez. And I'm not going to break down the entire match, but I will tell you something real quickly. The match ends in disqualification because obviously during the match we have Eio Sky, Julia getting involved, everybody gets involved. But let's talk about this fucking match and how I genuinely feel that Roxanne Perez, she got her flowers. Not her flowers, but she got her. It was an introduction. This match was an introduction to the Raw crowd, the people that probably don't watch NXT. I was always afraid, Jimmy, that Roxanne Perez would be a little kind of small, and she faced a giant in Rhea Ripley, and it didn't look bad. Like, they worked. Oh my god. Anyway, you know what? All right. So tell me, Jimmy, what did you think of this match, and tell me why you hate Roxanne Perez?
No. I love Roxanne Perez.
Oh, you hate her. You hate her. You hate her.
And to be honest, the size sort of did show. But it doesn't matter, as you said, because she's that good, though. And the way they wrestled, they were wrestling like she's the smaller person, Rhea's the bigger person. That was the style of match they wrestled, and that's why the match worked. You know what I mean? I mean, what does the smaller person do to the bigger person? Go for the legs, right? And she was working on the legs, on Rhea's legs, the whole match, which made total sense. And Rhea was selling it, too, which is even better. So I thought the match, they both have good chemistry. And they both got who they are as wrestlers. You know what I mean? So in that sense, definitely worked out.
I love this comment here by Artist Returns. It says Roxanne Perez is a unit now. The match with Rhea was her welcome to the main roster moment. She held her own, very impressed, but not surprised. Yep, that's perfectly said. And for those that haven't been following, how old is Roxanne Perez?
She's young, dude. Still in her 20s. I can tell you that much.
Let's see how young this girl is. Let's see if hey Siri. How old is pro wrestler Roxanne Perez?
Roxanne Perez is 23 years old.
She's a baby.
Wow. She's a baby, dude.
A baby. She could wrestle for 10 years and only be 33.
That's what I'm saying. She's got 20 years at least, dude.
She's not even in her prime, not even close.
Wow. No, that's crazy, dude. She's young.
So
she's Booker's girl too, right?
She's Booker T's girl. Yes, she is. Yo, dude, I love this match. I was so happy for her because, again, me and the vet have been watching this kid since she got into the business. Like, since she was he let me see. Yeah, she came straight from Booker T's school into the WWE system.
Wait, when was it? Like a year and a half ago?
No. It's been she was like 19 or something like that. If I can't really remember off that. Lab Rat, what's up, Lab Rat?
Hey, Lab Rat.
Lab Rat just jumped in. He says, "Hey, everybody." He does the moose. Is that the moose gimmick?
No, the Bearcats. The Bearcats.
Oh, the Bearcats. What's going on, Bear? What is it? I've never asked Ben. What the fuck is a Bearcat?
I have no fucking idea, but it exists. You know that? There is such a thing as a bear.
There is no bear cat.
Yeah, there is, and it looks like a friggin' bear cat, bro.
Stop it. Hold on.
I swear to God. I swear, look it up. It really exists.
Oh my God.
Doesn't it look like a bear cat as well?
Ladies and gentlemen, when Ben Hamin is talking about you guys as being bear cats, he's talking about this son of a bitch. Look at the face in this guy. Look at the face. Look at the face. Oh, that's adorable.
They look like bear cats, bro.
Holy shit. I didn't think that was a thing.
Yeah, neither did I, man. I swear to God, I didn't think so either. But they are.
Wow. All right. Well,
it's a real thing. Look, it's saying hi. That one right there.
This one right here. Yeah, I'm a bear cat. Oh, how adorable is that? Anyway.
They're gorgeous.
All right.
They're cute.
All right, bear cats. I'll call you guys bear cats then. So anyway, Jimmy, after the match, so just really quickly, I'll just break down the quick finish. Pop Rocks countered by Rhea Ripley as she blasted with a kick to the eye by Julia. Anyway, Perez takes advantage but eats a headbutt. Pump handle slam. Julia runs in and chop blocks Rhea Ripley. Now, Rhea Ripley was selling the leg the entire match. Hold on, sneeze. And God, I hate allergies.
Yeah, the bear cat was from Keith Lee. Thank you, God, bloody. Remember the bear cat? I know it's bad.
I remember that. Anyway, post match, you have Perez and Julia. They both beat down Ripley, but then Eio Sky comes in for the save. Back and forth. Finally, they go off. They run off. The heels, the cowardly heels run off, and you have Eio Sky and Rhea Ripley standing in the ring after getting a beat down. All right, so your thoughts, your finishing thoughts on this segment before we move on.
I loved it, but I guess Eio and Rhea is a thing now, right?
I guess so.
They're going to tag, and I guess it won't be at When Worlds Collide now that they're official on the Raw roster, apparently. So we're going to assume that Perez and Julia are officially part of Raw from this day forth, right?
I think so. Yeah.
And if they are, then it's not a Worlds Collide match. It'll be for Backlash.
I guess we'll see. Anyway, there's the Judgment Day are backstage. You know, they're in a little clubhouse, and Finn Balor is like, he's like, hey, how come you didn't tell me about anything? And the bobblehead is like, well, I told Dominic Mysterio. Can I show you this T-shirt? Speaking of Dominic Mysterio, so I don't buy a lot of wrestling shirts. I have a lot of old wrestling shirts.
They kind of suck lately, to be fair, Ray.
But I saw a wrestling shirt, a Dirty Dom wrestling shirt that I want to get. Are you ready for this?
Show me.
All right. Jimmy, do you like Pringles?
Yeah, I love Pringles.
Then you're going to love this shirt.
Oh.
Come on.
That is sick.
Come on, chat.
Bro.
Tell me this shit. You go to tpublic.com. Would you not wear that fucking shirt?
Can you send me that? Send that to my Facebook, can you?
Of course I will send that to
I need
you.
to see that. I need to
Of
show
cour-
D this.
Of course, dude. I want this shirt now.
I
I
want
need
it
it.
too, man. That is great.
That is an awesome shirt. It's weird because it's the Pringles guy, but it really looks like Dominic.
It does, man. It
It's
does.
just beautiful. It's a beautiful thing. Anyway, I
It's
just wanted
so
to
good.
put that over, Jimmy, and I wanted to share that with you. Come on, guys.
That is awesome, man. I definitely want that.
What's your favorite? Do you like so Revamp Wrestling? What's up, Revamp? He says his favorite Pringles is sour cream and onions. Do you
That's
have
good.
you have a preference?
Yeah, but see, my favorite flavor might not be anywhere else around the world because it's a thing only pretty much here. But it is salt and vinegar.
Oh
That
no,
is
they
the
have it
best.
here.
Oh, they have it there?
Oh, I
Okay,
love
well,
it.
That,
Oh, so
that is
good.
the best one
Fuck yeah.
by far, in my
Okay.
opinion.
I like the cheddar. I like the cheddar.
Yeah, I like
Pringles,
cheddar
but-
too. I like cheddar. But see, salt and vinegar chips here is like a real thing, like always has been.
So good. Good
So,
for your blood pressure
not
too. Eat a bunch of
Vegemite.
them.
That's great. for your
Vegemite.
blood pressure.
That's
Fuck no.
fucking
Come
disgusting.
on, artist, bro. Yuck.
That shit tastes like what I think motor oil tastes like.
Ugh.
Ugh. Well, Vegemite is
Come on,
disgusting. I don't know how you guys do it. Jimmy, how do you eat this every morning?
Look, there is times, I'm not going to lie, no kangaroo flavored chips, fucking
Oh.
elaborate. God. Anyway, that
What?
threw me right off. There is times where I do kind of crave it, right? And I actually ate it 2 days ago. But I like it with cheese, though, tasty cheese.
Okay.
It'll make sense. If you have it with tasty cheese, trust me, it's not that bad.
All right. Vegemite Pringles with cheese. Is that what you're saying? Anyway.
Yeah.
Listen, so basically what's happening is JD McDonough explained that he told Dominic Mysterio he was coming back, but he was so excited he didn't realize to maybe hit up Finn Balor. Something weird is happening with that clubhouse where Finn Balor is starting to become that third wheel of this group. Everybody's happy, everybody's communicating, everybody's friends. You got Dominic, who's a new IC champion, and Finn Balor, little by little, is kind of falling out of grace. We'll see how it plays out. But anywho, apparently, what's her name? Liv Morgan apparently booked a match for Finn Balor and old bobblehead there, JD McDonough, to challenge the War Raiders, who just, I guess, for a #1 contenders match for the tag team titles.
Apparently.
And then we see Logan Paul walking backstage. We go to break. So any thoughts on the backstage setup? You know?
No, I just feel like it's obvious that Balor is very jealous of everybody. He's just not feeling the group, I guess. But no, nothing really to say about this.
Well, we get Logan Paul who comes to the ring, and he makes a good point. I'll say he comes off in straight. Kansas City is fucking stupid. So if you guys have never been there, don't go. It's terrible. It's a terrible place. He calls out Kansas City, they're a bunch of bums. They really don't know what it is like to have a great, true Hall of Fame type talent, which Logan Paul absolutely is. They have some football team that won a couple of Super Bowls, but fuck them. And they had Bo Jackson back in the day and stuff, but nobody, stop it, whatever. He calls out Jey Uso, the world heavyweight champion, because Logan Paul says, look, I've done everything except win a world title. Jey Uso comes out. Jey Uso cuts one of his promos where he's out of breath all the time. He should get his heart checked. Like, what is going on with this guy?
I think he's just gassed all the time, dude.
My God. Anyway, he says that he ain't gonna, he's not just gonna hand his title off to some, and I quote, punk ass YouTuber. Anywho, Logan Paul eats a super kick from Jey Uso after they went back and forth, and we go off the air. We get the War Raiders. I was gonna say the Fat Raiders. The War Raiders. They're shown walking backstage, and the Judgment Day opponents. Anyway, so we get Judgment Day versus the War Raiders. Any thoughts on the Logan Paul segment? Are you starting to like him on the microphone? What's going on here?
Paul's good on the microphone, no doubt about it. But again, I'm not really looking forward to this match. It'll be a good match. Don't get me wrong, but it's pretty obvious he's gonna freaking win this match.
Logan Paul.
It's not going to be Logan Paul, unfortunately for him.
You don't think Logan Paul's going to be the champion?
Not yet. I wouldn't be surprised if they do make him world champ. He'll never become WWE champion, but world heavyweight champion, I could see that in his future.
Okay, I mean, Jay Uso is still very, very popular with the crowd. You know, they're still eating and stuff. So we'll see. No, don't do that. Stop it. Stop it.
Yeet!
Anyway, all right. So we get JD McDonough and Finn Balor versus the War Raiders, Eric and Ivar. And War Raiders, they win the match. They hit the War Machine. This was, again, I say this. I feel like I say this every single week. Every time the War Raiders wrestle, I'm like, why are these guys not more popular than what they are? They're big, they're fat, they flip, they flop, they do some cool shit in the ring. Fans pop for them every time they go to the top rope to do a fucking moonsault. They call it a doom salt, which I like. And this was a really good fucking tag team match, Jimmy. Your thoughts on this match? The War Raiders actually win the match, and that is due to the fact that Carlito. Okay, so I don't know if you guys didn't watch. Carlito tried to get involved. He tried to get the attention of the referee, and he got the attention of the referee. But while that was happening, Penta comes out of nowhere, and he kicks JD McDonough down off the top rope, who was trying to attack Ivar, and that's what led to the War Machine. Jimmy, your thoughts on this match?
You know, you say how they continuously always put on good matches. That's good and all. But there's the issue. Who are they? I know they're freaking Vikings, but they've got no personalities, dude.
They're War Raiders. They
Where's
raid
their
wars.
personalities? But who, like, that? They don't. They've got zero personalities. You can have the best matches all you want, but if there's nothing to you, what's the point of having a good match? No one cares. You know what I mean? And that's their issue. Because, like you said, the match was fine. They've been trying hard. That's true. They really have. But there's nothing to these guys, man. They're just two big fat jaloppers that can wrestle. I'm sorry. I was a fan of War Machine, dude, for years. I really was. But there's no personality to these guys.
So check this out. So I just said, what is a War Raider? I went to Google, and it says a War Raider can refer to a few things.
Like
A historical military tactic, a special unit in the military history, or a professional wrestling tag team. So anyway.
By the way, Sonny, Kevin Owens has got personality, dude. Come on.
Oh my God, Kevin Owens has tons of personality. What was he saying? He's saying he doesn't?
Yeah, well, I guess he's saying he doesn't after what I said.
Come on,
Sonny. And Bronson Reed somewhat was coming into his own too, bro. Jeff Cobb, you're right. He's got no personality.
Yo, I keep forgetting that Bronson Reed is a thing.
Wait till he comes back. He's better tsunami everybody.
He's gonna jump on your mama. Is what he's gonna do. Yeah. It's gonna be me when I finally jump on my wife after she heals up. Anywho, I'm gonna tell.
How long has it?
It's been long, bro.
Damn.
Almost 3 months.
Frothing. Shit.
Almost 3 months, bro. My hand is getting cramped. Anyway. Okay. So all right. So we're done with this match. Hey, we go backstage. We see Paul Heyman. He has a seat next to Sami Zayn. Kind of like a fatherly combination. And because Sami Zayn believes that this is all bullshit. He feels that Seth Rollins, and I didn't discuss this during the promo, but he feels like Seth Rollins just wants to make his own version of the bloodline. And then
that's so wrong.
Well, listen, hear me out here. Paul Heyman says, we're OG bloodline, Paul Heyman and Sami Zayn. He's right. And Paul says he respects Sami Zayn, and and he understands why he left the bloodline, and he's trying to really convince Sami Zayn to leave. Take the offer. This continues throughout the night. Paul tells him to think about his future, think about his family. Paul Heyman leaves, and the camera follows him, revealing Bron Breakker standing in wait in the back. Jimmy.
He wasn't barking?
He was not. He was growling. Then we see Becky Lynch walk her skinny ass backstage. But any thoughts on this quick little segment with Paul Heyman? He's great, man. I'm just saying.
Cool. I guess he's just stating the obvious.
Okay.
You know what I mean? There's nothing really for me to say about that. Yeah.
No, but we get Becky Lynch, who has a ton of shit to say. Becky Lynch came out and she cut a fire promo, man. I mean, I like this heel Becky Lynch. let me tell you something. She comes out, right? And she basically is pissed off because Lyra Valkyria decided to become friends with Bailey, who's been a thorn in Becky Lynch's side for over 6 years, since 2019. So she's fucking pissed. And then finally Lyra comes out. And let me tell you something. I'm going to say something that I didn't think I would say.
Tell me. I know what you're going to say. I've got a bad feeling about this, but tell me.
Lyra Valkyria finally dropped that whole white meat babyface bullshit, and she came out with a little bit of fire. And I'm going to tell you something. Let me tell you something, brother. I thought she did a good job. I thought both of these women, like, you have to watch this segment to understand what I'm talking about. It felt like a legit argument between two people who are really fucking pissed off at each other. And who now hate each other. Lyra legitimately, for me, came off like she really felt betrayed by Becky Lynch. There was a lot of emotion and feeling and emoting in this segment. Jimmy, your thoughts on this as we go off? Because Lyra couldn't take her shit anymore, Becky Lynch's shit, and she does one of those fucking little gimmick kicks from the top, from in between the ropes, knocking. Right. And you see Lyra coming off, yeah, I'm the best, right? She has her Intercontinental title, and then she gets attacked from behind by Becky Lynch, and she cheap shots her.
That's a rookie mistake what she did.
Rookie mistake. And we get Penta backstage with Nick Aldis, but let's talk about this. Jimmy, your thoughts on this whole thing? Am I wrong? Am I right? Did you see what I saw? Talk to me.
About Becky and Lyra, you're talking about?
About both the girls, yeah.
Yeah, no, you're right. I agree with you. And she had to come out this time. It was a come out party, literally. But who I'm talking about Lyra, obviously. Yeah, no, I enjoyed this, and Becky hit it out the park, man. She's good as a heel. Absolutely good as a heel.
So much better as a heel than a fucking baby face, right?
Yeah, because she comes across more believable, man, to me. Does she really come across like she loves everybody when you think about it?
No.
Yeah, well, that's why I feel like she's a better heel. I'm sure she does, but I'm just saying, I totally enjoyed this segment. I'm probably going to enjoy the match. The match will be good when they do have it. But she done Lyra a big favor in turning heel, dude. This is all to get Lyra over. That's all it is, bro.
It's true because, Becky during this whole thing is like, you are nothing without me. I'm the one that made you. And Lyra's like, fuck you. I made myself. I don't need you. And fuck this shit. Matter of fact, I like when Lyra came, because it sounded like she really meant it when she says, I am no longer trying to be the next Becky Lynch. I don't want to be you. Right. I'm going to be me. Fuck off. That's when she kicked her in the face. It was awesome. I thought this was good. I couldn't believe
it, bro.
I don't know, but I liked it.
I don't mind it, but it's a bit weird when you're like angry. But anyway.
Hey, it's Professor Chavez Cruz. What's going on, Professor? Yeah, he looks like The Rock. Anyway.
He does. Is that The Rock?
Yeah.
Was that Lyra?
Let me see. That's The Rock.
I see an L. Like,
don't sleep on Lyra Valkyria. She is a very attractive young lady. But anyway. All right. So back from commercial. Oh no, let me see what we got here. We get Penta backstage with Aldis. Yeah. Aldis tells him to calm down. He knows he wants payback, blah, 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 blah. Penta agrees. Anyway, he says, I have some good news for you, and he's booking a match next week with Penta and JD McDonough, and Penta's like, gracias.
Pendejo.
Pendejo. That's right.
We didn't call our thing a pendejo. He's calling
you know what a pendejo is, right?
Yes, I do know what a pendejo is.
What does a pendejo mean? Let's see what Jimmy knows.
Isn't it like a bastard, pretty much?
Like an idiot. It's like an idiot.
Well,
it's a very harsh way of calling someone an idiot. Stupid. Anyway, yeah. Pendejo. Anyway. Okay, let's see here. We get Chad Gable and Ivy now. Their roll up backstage, and Gable mocks. Let me see. Gable gets. What is he? Gable mocks. What is this? Oh, that's right. Because they roll up on Penta, right?
Yeah, they did, right.
Okay, I'm sorry. I'm so confused here. I can barely see the screen. My eyes are watery. So yeah. So I guess this continues. Yeah. So again, he puts over that the Chad Gable puts over that that Penta's brother Ray Phoenix lost to the greatest luchador of all time, Grande Americano, and that's when they get into a fight, and then Penta fucking calls up Pendejo and kicks him in the dick and shit. It's great. Anyway, look at her, Stephanie Vaquera. Oh,
Vaquera.
That is one fine tall glass of milk. I tell you that, brother. She's anyway. She's walking backstage. We get a commercial for the Make-A-Wish Foundation. Then we get a Rusev the Redeemer promo.
Yeah, are we getting the Redeemer? Is that what's happening? We're getting the AEW?
Brother, he says, and I love this dig at AEW. I'm going to see if I can read this verbatim. He says he fell into an abyss after he left the WWE. And the abyss is AEW, by the way, folks. He says the abyss is where he found himself. He healed himself. He redeemed himself and realized that he no longer fights for a woman that tells him to crush. He no longer fights for a flag. Now he fights for himself.
By the way, he said.
That's right. And he crushes people because he wants to. He is going to redeem himself here in the WWE. Jimmy, people were feeling this. I was feeling this.
In your pants.
Rusev crash, yes.
Rusev crash. Okay, I'm feeling it, but I've seen this before a million times in AEW.
Yeah, but nobody else saw it. Only 50,000 people a week saw it. So
that's a good point.
How many people? Let's be real. How many fans? I'm going to tell you right now. I knew of the Redeemer gimmick. I didn't watch the Redeemer gimmick. So this is all new to me. This is all new to me. So tell me, what am I expecting here?
That's a good question because, like Labrat says, it's rinse, recycled, repeat. Because it's true, it actually is. You could see one of two things, actually, as a matter of fact, Ray. You might not see him at all, or you might see him. That's the problem. I have no idea how and what are we going to see because there's a good chance you might not see him because he was doing a lot of these in AEW, and I kid you not, you wouldn't see him. So I'm not sure what we're going to get, but hopefully knowing WWE, they're not going to do that to him. Then again, he wasn't on this week, so who knows? I guess we'll see him next week. That's what it means. I don't know where we go from now on, but the Redeemer is nothing different to the Crush Rusev that we had in WWE, really.
Well, let me tell you something. What we did see, speaking about crushing, is a woman who's crushing it, and that's Stephanie Vaquera, La Primera. And she goes over. She is the SBB on the Ivy Nile. Jimmy, this was, Ivy Nile, good wrestler. Very, very good wrestler. This was a good, solid match between the two girls. And Ivy Nile absolutely held her own. I felt this was a smooth match, a good match, a fun match to watch. Hold on. We have seen some really great wrestling. Like we start with Mommy and Roxanne. Now we got Ivy Nile and Stephanie Vaquera. Great women's matches. This female matches, whatever the hell you want to call them, during this Raw show. Jimmy, what are your thoughts on this match with Ivy? Focus more on Ivy Nile. How'd you think Ivy Nile did in this match? Because we know Stephanie Vaquera. I mean, just look at her. She's
she's La Primera, all right. But as far as Ivy Nile goes, I feel she doesn't get enough love from the fans. She would be a great Russian character, though, because she reminds me of a Russian chick.
Sure.
She's got that Slav sort of face. But she's tough, bro. She's very much tough. I think she can go. You know what I mean? But she doesn't get enough love. And I felt like she made Vaquer, however you want to pronounce her name, look good, man, as a matter of fact. But the thing is, on Stephanie for a moment.
Oh, I wish it was on Stephanie.
Yeah, that's another thing. But what's happening? What's going on with her? She's the NXT Women's Champion, but we're seeing her on Raw now, week in, week out. What's going on? Like, are we going to get her now on Raw? Or,
let me tell you,
she's the champ?
They're going to blur the lines. I think NXT, as much as we know they're developmental, the real developmental is probably what's the other one?
The Evolve.
And then there's there's another NXT show below them.
They've stopped that one.
Okay, so it's Evolve, and that's probably more the developmental program now. And I think they're trying to build NXT as legit third brand. So there's going to be a lot of, I think, mixing and matching and stuff like that. But Stephanie Vaquera, man, she's ready. Roxanne's ready. Julia's ready. Again, I've mentioned there's Lash Legend who's ready. There's a bunch of girls on that roster right now in NXT who are ready to be called up.
Oh,
So
they're overcooked, dude. Like,
yeah.
even some of the guys, they need to be pushed up ASAP, bro, including Chick Williams, for example.
Yeah, we're gonna see more of Trick Williams, I think, coming very, very soon. But yeah, man, this was cool. I like this very much. Backstage, we get Nick Aldis, and he talks with AJ Styles, and he says he's gonna have talking about moving forward WrestleMania after WrestleMania, his loss from WrestleMania, and of course you get Dominic Mysterio, who's like, I need some time off too, because Liv Morgan's taking time off for the movie, and we discussed that earlier. And Nick Aldis is like, no, Dominic, you're a champion. You have to wrestle more. And Dominic's like, I can do what I want. But anyway,
Pringles shirt,
basically, I love the Pringles shirt. AJ Styles is like, I got a plan. So it's gonna be AJ versus Dominic for the Intercontinental Championship.
And AJ's gonna lose again, bro.
I
God,
know.
what are they doing to him?
Well, brother, he's part of that.
This
is the part of the career where he starts putting over the younger talent, towards the end of his run.
That's cool, but he needs some wins too, man.
He'll get some wins eventually. We'll see. We got the let me see. We get Karrion Kross, who rolls up on Sami Zayn. He taunts him and he says, you got to make the right decision. Anyway, he smiles and goes off. Anyway, so we get this whole segment, and I can't read through all this because I ain't got much time, but it's all about Gunther.
Yeah.
It's all about Pat McAfee. It's all about Michael Cole. Pat McAfee goes up and says, fuck this and fuck that, and gets bleeped and shit. And he's like, I fucking give money to charities, and I love you, and you guys love
dollars,
me.
mind you.
Millions and millions of dollars. Millions and millions. And then he puts over Michael Cole as the greatest of all time. And Michael Cole, everybody starts cheering for Michael Cole. And finally, he gets to the point we've all been waiting for where he says he wants to fight. He wants the suspension of Gunther to be lifted so he can fight him right then and there, expecting that they're going to lift the suspension and Gunther's going to jump on a plane and fight him at Raw, but it's not going to happen. Nick Aldis is there to say, all right, I'll lift the suspension only if you fight him in a wrestling ring in Backlash. So we got Gunther versus Pat McAfee at Backlash. Jimmy, you are a huge Pat McAfee fan. I know that you think he's on your Mount Rushmore professional wrestlers.
Oh,
a Rip Rogers guy.
He is actually.
He is a Rip Rogers guy.
He really is, right?
It's gonna be Pat McAfee and Gunther at Backlash. Your thoughts?
Cool. I wasn't expecting a match like this, but since we're getting it, I don't know what to expect. I'm expecting Gunther to absolutely annihilate him, and if he doesn't, which he won't, we've got problems. You know what I mean? And first of all, that promo, as good as it was before you continue, Ray, sorry.
Sure. No, I don't have nothing to say.
He was talking shit for 5 minutes at least.
Long time.
Long time. All he had to do was like, Gunther, I'm sick of your shit. I want you in the ring at Backlash. I don't care how much money you've given to charity.
Oh.
I don't care that Michael Cole's the best of all time.
Well, don't forget, he gave to LGBTQ schools.
Oh, that too. That's true. Fuck that. I don't care. All right? Just say, you fucked me up last week. Mm-hmm. I'm going to fuck you up at Backlash. That's it. That's all we needed. But instead, he went on the friggin' rant.
He's like, you fucked me. You fucked my friend. I'm going to fuck you. That's it.
That's all he had to say.
They had time to waste. I'm just saying.
I guess so.
They had 2.5 hours to fill. So I'm just. Anyway. Sami Zayn is in deep thought backstage. And then all of a sudden you get Jey Uso. And Jey Uso says, yeet. And that was it. So basically he's like, hey, bro, I want you to make the right decision for your family. So, all right. So that's what happens there. But then, as Jey Uso is standing there, I got to tell you something, Jimmy. I was watching this on the train here in New York City, and I'm already jumpy as it is. But holy shit, that I almost shit my pants when Logan Paul came out of nowhere and just knocked Jey Uso onto his ass. Yeah. It was a jump scare. What's that video game with the little dolls? That they're like, it's like a bear. Freddy, Five Nights at Freddy.
Yeah, what about it?
It was a jump scare. It was just like Logan. You know what I'm talking about. I
like that. I like that he did that though. No talking, no nothing. You know what I mean? Just like bang. That was it.
He was like,
Good.
It was great.
As
It
he
was
should
great.
have.
Very cool. We come back from commercial. We get a hype for next week's show. And then finally, we get Sami Zayn. This is kind of the main event of the evening where Sami Zayn walks out and I'm going to just make this short and sweet, ladies and gentlemen. He comes out and he says he will not be taking the deal. He will win a world title by himself. He doesn't need anybody's help. Fuck off. I love you. I love you, Seth Rollins. You are such a close friend. Our kids, they can't even fucking walk yet, but they still play together and stuff like that. But the fact of the matter is that he will not leave Raw. He will stay. He will not go to SmackDown. He will one day win a world title. And then Seth Rollins says, all right. And guess what?
Yeah.
His punishment is a match with Bron Breakker. And boy, it was kind of a punishment. Now, during this match, Sami Zayn did in fact hold his own. He's fucking Sami Zayn. I mean, this is okay. I will say that Bron Breakker took a good portion of this match beating the shit out of Sami Zayn. Even though Sami Zayn did fight back, and his character should. Had no problem with this. But it was after the match. You see, Bron Breakker hit him with like 3 spears in the match. So much so that he may have broken a rib on Sami Zayn. The referee's like, dude, what's going on? He throws Sami Zayn outside the ring, and he continues to spear after spear. And then he runs around. He does a whole gimmick where he runs around and he gets another spear. And Seth Rollins is standing there staring down at Sami Zayn's lifeless body. And Sami Zayn, and he does the whole fucking rock cutthroat gimmick. And Bron Breakker takes Sami, throws him back in the ring. He's gonna finish him off. And the referee's like, no more. He calls the match off. No, cannot continue. This guy's fucking dead. He's dead. You know that meme from The Simpsons?
Yeah, he's dead.
Stop.
He's dead.
Stop. Enough already. He's already dead. That was that.
Sonic's comment
What?
was his money, though. Imagine
What's
Elton John giving you an ultimatum.
Did you see those glasses that he had with the eyes? It was
That
great.
was stupid. Did you see what he was wearing, though? The jacket.
Did you
that's
know?
from Pakistan. That's made
Well,
in Pakistan, apparently.
You know how much that jacket's worth?
13,000 allegedly.
15,000, my friend.
Oh, I saw 13. So
It's
there you go.
I actually looked it up. It's a
In
15.
Pakistan, mind you.
It's a beautiful jacket. I'm gonna be honest
But
with you.
Pakistan, anything made in Pakistan worth that much? No offense to anybody.
Listen,
I'm
brother,
just
that's
saying.
made with the finest I don't know, monkey
What?
testicle hairs. I don't know what the fuck. But anyway,
Yeah.
Bron Breakker destroyed Sami Zayn, and Seth Rollins just looks over Sami Zayn's dead body, and it looks like Bron Breakker's going to attack him again, but Seth Rollins stops him.
No, because he
And
loves
he says,
bro.
listen, in this business, I'm going to paraphrase, in this business, you have to do shit that you don't want to do. And you have to go, you can't listen to anybody. You got to do what you have to do to prove a point. You got to make
Take it.
a point. And he made his point, that being Seth Rollins, by driving Sami Zayn's head into the mat with a curb stomp from hell. Ladies and gentlemen, we go off the air with the marks going, oh.
It wasn't that loud this time, though. Did you notice that?
And the terrible three. What are they called? The trifecta of terror.
What are they called? Are they going to be
The
Dangerous
trifecta of
Alliance?
terror.
Oh, that's what it is? Okay, well, that's gay.
Well, that's what they've been labeled, but I don't think Paul Heyman's made it official. I think it should still be the Dangerous Alliance. But Jimmy, your thoughts on this segment as we get to go off the air and start promoting our shit?
It was the same shit as the start of the night, except the only difference was Sammy got a beating.
Come on. You're not going to put you don't think that Bron Breakker beat the living shit out of this?
Oh, no. The Bron part, absolutely. I
Was
like
there
that.
empathy? Was there sympathy?
Nah. No, not really. I didn't care. I didn't really care for Sammy. I actually didn't care. I'm sorry,
You
Sammy.
heartless
I like
bastard.
Sammy.
You
I am
heartless
heartless.
son of a bitch.
It's like, man, he talks too much.
The-
You know,
like
the song goes,
Sa-
you talk too much.
Sami Zayn's dead, and Jimmy's like,
Oh my God, who the hell cares?
I
God,
mean, come
you
on,
heartless
man. When
bastard.
was the last time anyone cared about Sami Zayn now since the Bloodline?
I care. I love Sami Zayn.
I mean, I don't get it twisted. I
He
love
plays with
Sami
my
Zayn
children.
too.
What?
He does.
What?
Okay. Well, anyway,
His children.
the point
plays with my
is,
children.
man, like I need more from Sammy, man. All he does is complain and complain and complain. That's all he's been doing lately.
He has a right to complain.
What's his problem with Seth? I don't understand what his
He wants
issue
to be
is really
champion.
with Seth.
He wants to be a champion.
Yeah, well, go and get it, man.
Well, listen, I got a text message from Richard Bronson Vickery before we came on air, and he thought, yeah, why not? He texted me. He's my friend.
Yeah.
His kids play with my kids. Anyway,
Oh,
and he explained to me that he thought this was a solid Raw. Jimmy. Oh boy, I guess Jimmy. Let me just start hitting the music here. Jimmy, apparently you didn't like this Raw. Why?
not that I didn't like it. It was fine.
You
but
hated it.
Wasn't
It's fine.
Look, it wasn't as good as the previous weeks. Put it that way. It just,
Damn, really?
Yeah, I mean, it was watchable though. It was still a good watch.
I thought. Well, see, this is where you're not wrong, and I'm not wrong, or I'm not right and you're not right. I enjoyed Raw. I thought this was one of the better episodes of Raw.
Really?
It was.
Wow.
Yeah, I liked it a lot. I thought it was good. But if you thought, if you thought that, you don't care, you didn't care about Sami Zayn, I did.
Yeah.
This is what it is. What are you gonna do, brother?
But if I had to rate it out of 5 hand slaps, to the
Face slaps,
of-
face slaps,
Oh,
face slaps.
face slaps. Sorry, did I say hand slaps? Damn.
Hand slaps is kind of weird.
I'll give it a 2.5.
Really?
Yeah. Really good.
I would go up 1 and give it like a 3.5. I really
there
enjoyed
you
it.
go.
I enjoyed it.
Like, I didn't hate it, but I didn't enjoy it either. You know what I mean? I didn't get much out of this. Like, when I say much, what do we get other than a few matches made for Backlash? And mind you, they were kind of very boring. Like, they were boring ways of actually booking these matches. That's just me.
Well, I'll tell you something. If there's anything I got out of this this show today, is that I'm looking forward to Hulk Hogan lying more on a podcast. So,
Oh, God. It's going to be the worst podcast in the history of
Jimmy.
podcasting.
let's put over our shit, man. What you got going on, brother?
What have I got going on? Well, the Smack Attack is next, I guess, for me, as far as I know. Yeah. Which is me and RBV. RBV wasn't feeling too well this past week. So the professor filled in, which was a great show.
I did
Yeah,
watch.
the
I did
Professor-
watch. It was awesome.
Yeah, it was a great show, man. And Professor said some great things, man. So go check that out.
Professor's great. Hello.
One of the best, absolutely. At channelattitude.com. $5 is all you need, by the way. And also me and the vet for the wreckage every Sunday mornings at 11 a.m. Eastern, of course. So don't forget that. And you and I for I Like It Raw every Tuesday mornings at 10 a.m. Eastern.
Do I even have that gimmick here? Just trust me. We do our show. I didn't.
Which gimmick? What gimmick are you looking for?
I Like It Raw logo. I thought I would have it here. For some reason,
it's
I
right
don't.
there in front of us anyway.
Oh yeah, duh. So stupid.
Come on.
But anyway,
2 marks on one. God damn.
don't forget, ladies and gentlemen, tomorrow morning at 11 a.m., it'll be me and the vet at Opinion Haver. You guys like the show, apparently, and we like you. So it's the Next Level Wrestling Review. We're talking some NXT tomorrow. Hey, I'm going to put over some of our friends, some of our affiliates, like Stevie Richards. Head over to his YouTube channel, subscribe and share it with great shit. Our boy, Timmy Baltimore with Limpin' Ain't Easy, also on YouTube. Some great interviews there. And of course, Wrestling with Rip Rogers, Sundays or sometimes Mondays or in the afternoon, the morning, evening. Nobody knows when exactly it's going to happen, but just hit the notification bell. That way you know for sure when his show is going to be on live, and you can ask Rip a question. He may answer it or not. And then, of course, ladies and gentlemen, the Impact Attack, which is available right now on channelattitude.com with Brandon and Let's Go Brandon and the vet. And what else we got? We got the Monday Locker Room. You can check that out on channelattitude.com. And and this weekend, so check this out. The Pro Wrestling Reflection has been going on for almost 8 years. I think 8 years now. We've been doing this show. Yeah, 8 years. Tommy Wonder joined in, I think, a year after, so he's been officially part of the show. I think I'm correct. But anyway, they've always recorded their show using Skype. And this is the last week. Well, the Skype, the Skype era is over.
Oh.
Skype is dead. And now Microsoft is using Teams. So Ladies and gentlemen, we say goodbye to the Skype era of the Pro Wrestling Reflection. 8 years of Pro Wrestling Reflection where they recorded on a Skype. They're going to be using Microsoft Teams, and they're going to do a show, a what if, and what if Razor Ramon and Scott Hall became world champions. I don't know who does these thumbnails, but that person is handsome, extremely well hung, and a fantastic lover. That is a cool, I mean, look at the Photoshop on the belts and everything like that. What if Razor Ramon and Scott Hall became world champion? Jimmy, I know that you are absolutely a huge fan of Scott Hall, right?
He's one of my favorites, bro.
Do you think he should have been world champion?
I think he should have, but he didn't need it, so it's all good.
Didn't need it. Nobody does. Well, Jimmy, I think this is perfect timing. I have plenty of time to take a shit, shower, and shave, and get ready for today's my Friday, and it's your Tuesday, so fuck off, folks. And I'm going to see you guys tomorrow. Jimmy, anything you want to say before we go?
No, that's it, man. Just thank you to everyone that joined us in the chat. Love yous all.
Yeah, and you know what? It's absolutely...
That was cold-blooded.
Ladies and gentlemen, we'll see you here tomorrow, 11 a.m. Eastern Standard Time. We start an hour later than we did this show. Tune in for NXT Next Level Wrestling Review. And don't forget, check out our friend, The Vet, right now on Twitch. Right now. Go now. Go. Stop. I mean, you can hang out to the end, but you should go now because The Vet's going to start soon. All right? Don't fucking hang out any longer. The Vet's about to start and play video games. You got to give him money. Give The Vet money. We're out of here, folks. Love you.
Peace.
Yes, boy. Boobies.
No, I'm serious. I'm dead serious.
This is the Hustler Rogers. Yeah, it's fucking me. Yeah, and listen to the fucking Hamin Media Group. That's Ben Hamin Media Group from Rip Rogers. Go get him and go fuck yourself.